You hit me. You're not allowed to leave. Not leaving. I won't leave if you don't give me money.
It was them.
You hit me.
Get up.
Go away.
It was clearly you who lunged at us. Our car didn't move at all.
I don't care. You are the ones who hit me. Pay up.
How dare you?
Come quickly and look. They hit this old woman. I'm over 80 years old. You're trying to kill me. They want me dead.
For you to bully like this, an old lady, is truly outrageous.
You hit someone and don't pay up, and even want to use violence. Is this how you bully people?
Exactly.
Grandpa is still waiting at the hospital. We can't delay any longer. Auntie, even if we hit you, tell us, how much money do you want? Can we give it to you?
500,000. Cash, not a single cent less.
500,000? Why don't you just rob someone?
That old lady is so old. If something bad happens, 500,000 might not even be enough. Right?
Auntie, I really don't have that much cash on me right now. How about this? I have 100,000 yuan in this card. You take it first. Can I give you the rest after I'm done?
Don't want the card. If you don't give the money, you can't leave. So many people are watching.
These two young ladies are dressed so nicely and driving such a good car. They aren't trying to default on the debt, are they?
They saved my life. Just the right time to test this pen, to see if it works well. Hey Auntie. I saw everything just now. You were clearly trying to stage an accident. Stop making things difficult for the young ladies.
Miss, isn't this the person we just saved?
Yes, that's right. How did he get better so quickly?
Where did this country bumpkin come from? Hurry up and leave. Even if we sold you, you wouldn't be worth much.
Aren't you afraid we'll call the police?
Call the police. I'm this old. The court wouldn't dare sentence me.
The court wouldn't dare sentence you. I'll sentence. I'll ask you again. What exactly is going on?
I was staging the accident just now. It has nothing to do with the young ladies.
What about you two?
We are her accomplices in staging the accident.
We are her accomplices in staging the accident.
Very good. You all heard that, right? It seems I really am an immortal king reincarnated. This pen is quite useful.
Just now. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I should also thank you for saving me.
There's 100,000 yuan in the card. Just take it as a thank you gift.
Holy crap. Just like that. I made 100,000. Then from now on, won't I be rich? Then it would be impolite for me to refuse.
Zhaode, let's go.
Wait.
Is there anything else?
You're not asking for more money, are you? Look at you, dressed so shabbily. You don't look like a good person at all.
How dare you talk like that?
Miss, just now, we shouldn't have saved him.
Zhaode, be more polite.
Miss, I see a dark aura above your head. You must be plagued by bad luck. You or someone close to you will suffer a bloody disaster. How about this? I'll see this good deed through to the end. This is for you. If you and the people around you encounter mortal danger, you can stick this paper on your body. It can extend your life by 3 days.
Ice Spies, what kind of world is this? Still pulling this trick? I think you're just trying to get more money. You ungrateful wretch. Bastard!
Believe it or not, I've done all I can. This thing is worth your 100,000.
Miss, you don't actually believe that Swindler's nonsense, do you?
He just casually waved his hand and was able to make the old lady speak the truth. Maybe he really does have some ability. Let's keep it for now. Let's go see Grandpa.
Young master son,
Young Kyangsu.
don't be impatient. The thing I asked you to do, how did it go?
Don't worry. With this young master on the job, Zhang Haoshan, that cutie, is definitely settled.
Once that good for nothing is gone, this house will be mine.
Then I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you.
Zhang Haoshan, how are you still alive? Young master son,
This is impossible. I did it myself. How are you still alive? Consider yourself lucky.
I didn't personally turn you filthy adulterers to dust. How could I bear to die?
Grind to dust. Zhang Haoshan, you talk big. Let me tell you the truth. Even if you're here right now, I'll still play with your wife.
hateful. Young master son, he's still watching.
You deal with.
Zhang Haoshan first. Let's get a divorce. I don't want to be with you. Such a useless. And suffer a lifetime of hardship. Also, I also reported you to the police saying you got me for free.
You're truly shameless. All these years, have I ever touched you? Also, you are my wife. Why can't I touch you?
Getting it for free within marriage also counts as getting it for free, whether it is or not. My words have the final say. Sign it right now. Transfer the house to me, and pack your bags and get lost. And I'll withdraw the lawsuit. Otherwise, even if you, a migrant worker, rot in jail, no one will bring you food.
All these years. You and your mother, have you ever worked a single day? It was always me outside, working hard, supporting the two of you. How can you have the nerve to ask me to transfer the house to you, and even kick me out?
What's going on here?
You're a good daughter.
Young Taifei.
To conspire with that adulterer, to murder me together. You know about this, right?
Of course I know. With the meager earnings you make, who's that enough for? Look at young master son. With one move. It's a bracelet worth over 100,000. These two arms of yours, even if you break them from carrying, you still couldn't afford it.
You snobbish piece of trash. So in your eyes, money is everything, right?
Of course it is. This is how the world is. Whoever has money calls the shots. If only you had money. Let alone lighting your cigarette or pouring your wine. Even if I had to bring you foot washing water, I wouldn't say a word.
All right. I don't want to waste words with you anymore. I bought this house. If anyone's leaving, it's you two who should get out.
The one who should get out is you. I'm telling you, if you dare not listen, we'll sue you. Sue you all the way. And make you spend the rest of your life in prison.
All these years, I haven't touched her. What are you going to sue me with?
Just with young master son's connections. Isn't that just a matter of one sentence?
You haven't touched her. I've touched her for you. I have the best lawyer team in the whole city. If you want to sue, I'll make your life hell. This is lovely. You have good taste. How about this? Just consider it as compensation for me playing with your wife.
Don't use your dirty hands to touch my pen.
Let go of young master son.
Shi Huangjiang, Shi Yubing's grandfather.
The patient has cardiac arrest. He's not going to make it.
Dr. Chen, you are the best doctor in Jiangqing. I beg you, please save my grandpa. Okay? I beg you, please save my grandpa. Okay?
The old gentleman was brought into late. He is already critically ill. I can't do anything. Prepare for the funeral.
Grandpa. Grandpa. You can't abandon my grandpa. Wake up quickly. Grandpa. Wake up quickly, Grandpa. Oh right. The talisman paper.
Miss, you're not really planning to put this on the old gentleman, are you?
Right now. Do I have any other choice? I can only try. Grandpa. Grandpa.
Old master.
Grandpa. Grandpa. Doctor, quickly, check my grandpa. Again, quickly.
Pulse is clear. Ki and blood are vigorous. This is simply a medical miracle, truly defying fate.
Really?
It's just a pity. That old master she's lesion could not be eradicated. There's always the danger of it worsening. If the person who provided the talisman paper can come out of seclusion, he can definitely completely save old master she.
Xiaodi, quickly go find that person. Spare no effort to make him act.
Yes, miss. I'll go now.
For great heavenly lords, Yang Heng, Duo Bao. Tai Shang, Hunden. Heed my command. Suppress the nigh heavens.
Welcome back, Immortal King.
The immortal is here. Who dares be presumptuous?
What the hell? Immortal King, my foot. You watch too much TV, don't you?
If you're an immortal king, then I'm the great sage equal to heaven. You brat dared to pinch me just now? I'll kill you.
Fine 3.
Young master's son.
You dare touch me? You're dead for sure. Our Sun family has the War God Hall backing us up. That supreme and unparalleled, great Xia War God, with just one finger, can crush you to death.
War God Zhou, that esteemed elder, has already touched upon the realm of gods. He's a major figure. He's not someone you, this type, can afford to offend. Quickly kneel down and apologize.
A mere mortal war god is only fit to kneel before me.
You.
I'm telling you, I can agree to sign the divorce agreement, but it's me divorcing you, this fickle and promiscuous person. You will soon know what kind of opportunity you have missed.
You dare touch me? Kill you. She family war guard. What wind has blown a major figure like you here?
You come with me. My young lady wants to see you.
Looks like I really guessed right. Okay. Anyway, I don't have anything to do, so I'll go with you.
What about these two?
Just a pair of little things. Don't worry about them. Let's go.
The Shi family's daughter actually specifically asked to see Zhang Haiyoshan. When did he climb onto the Shi family's high branch? The Shi family is one of the top wealthy families in Zhongsheng. Young master's son, you say. Will he retaliate against us?
You're thinking too much. He's just a poor kid. How could he possibly catch the eye of the Shi family, even if he climbs onto the Shi family's high branch? So what? Don't forget, my brother is the young master of the War God Hall. The Shi family will also give me some face. Let's go. This young master will take you to broaden your horizons.
Young master's son, you are truly capable, aren't you? What's going on? Why is Miss suddenly getting married? The old master's condition suddenly worsened. He's on the verge of death. Miss had no choice but to agree to marry Zhou Baikuan, the young master of the War God Hall, in exchange for Lord War God, stepping in to save the old master's life. How can Miss agree so easily? This Zhou Baikuan is a notorious degenerate.
If she doesn't want to marry, she should just break off the engagement.
What do you know? Lord War God is the strongest person in Great Xia. If we offend him, even if the old master is saved, we won't be able to resist. The Shi family will be doomed forever. I must find a way to help Miss. Go. Where is he?
Yubing, will you marry me?
Looking at the Shi family's attitude, it seems they are quite unwilling. Who doesn't know this Zhou Baichuan is famously fond of playing around, relying on having a war godfather. He acts tyrannically all day long. It's quite a pity for this daughter of the Shi family. Such a beautiful person, just like that, she'll be cheapened for this kid Zhou Baichuan.
Don't you want to save your grandfather anymore? I'll ask you one more time. Will you marry me?
She doesn't want to.
Where did this bumpkin come from? Looking to die.
Mr. Zhang, you're here.
Yubing, you know.
Young Master Zhou, let me introduce you. This is Zhang Haoshen. My grandfather, it was he who extended his life.
So you're that quack doctor. Yubing, you're truly desperate and blindly seeking help to actually believe the words of a swindler like him. This is not a place for you to cause trouble. Go!
Sorry, young Master Zhou. It's my fault for not keeping an eye on people. I'll take him away right now.
What right do you have to take me away? Didn't you call me over to treat the old master?
You really think of yourself as a divine doctor? If you were truly capable, how could old Master Shi's condition suddenly worsen?
Impossible. He was clearly supposed to have his life extended by 3 days. Only half a day has passed.
Facts are facts. Extend life by 3 days, indeed. I think it was clearly the old master's last burst of energy, which he happened to encounter, but I am different.
Taoist priest move.
This gentleman is Taoist priest Mu from Longhu Mountain. His medical skills are extremely high. His Taoist attainment reaches god-like levels. No matter how difficult or complicated the illness, his medicine will cure it upon taking it.
Miss Shi, your grandfather's health is getting worse by the day. If he's not treated promptly, I'm afraid he won't make it through tonight.
Yubing, do you believe this charlatan? Or believe me?
Zhao, what should I do?
Miss, this.
Yubing. Don't be anxious. You only have one choice. And that is me. This so-called Longhu Mountain expert is nothing more than a swindler seeking fame with his meager cultivation. It's simply impossible to save old Master Shi.
Impudent! How dare you speak ill of Taoist Master Mu?
Exactly. Taoist Master Mu is one of Longhu Mountain's foremost immortals. I once had the honor of personally witnessing Taoist Master Mu scatter beans to make soldiers and swallow gold to dissolve stone. I think this kid is nothing more than a clown seeking attention. He came here just to grab some eyeballs.
Taoist Master Mu is a guest in my house. Please watch your words.
Only the strong are worthy of my respect. As for those who seek fame by deceit, they are not worthy.
You're getting more and more impudent. If I don't teach you a lesson, you won't know my name.
Young Master Zhou, please calm down. You kid, since you look down on me so much, then you must certainly be boundless in magical power. Then I'd like to ask you, old Master Shi's illness, what exactly is the reason for it?
Taoist Master. Then you're really making it too difficult for him. A charlatan like this probably doesn't even know how to take a pulse.
I've seen some clues.
What have you seen?
It's this old fellow. He changed the Shi family's feng shui layout. He changed the original 9 dragons locking pearls fate formation into the 9 revolutions trapping dragon formation. This is an extremely vicious feng shui killing formation. And it's because of this that old Master Shi's lifespan was shortened.
Taoist Master Mu, is what he said true?
Yubing, don't believe this charlatan's words. Taoist Master Mu is an immortal master from Longhu Mountain. He and old Master Shi have no grudges or enmity. Why would he harm the old master?
Isn't it obvious? He just wants to make you indebted to him, so he can then naturally force you to marry him.
Stop spouting nonsense. Guards, kick him out.
Wait.
Yubing, you believe him, but don't believe me?
Young Master Zhou, it's not that I don't believe you. It's just that Grandpa has the kindness of raising me. I must be cautious about this matter. Can't you see the feng shui layout? Is there any change? Then you have a way to break it.
Of course. A mere 9 revolving dragon trapping array, for me, is just a piece of cake. I just need to slightly move my hand, and I can resolve it.
Okay, I trust you. As long as you can save my grandpa. Any condition, I will agree to.
No problem.
Don't steal things.
So that's how it is. Done.
It's that simple.
It is that simple. Quick, tell someone to bring the old master out.
Quick, go see grandpa.
Yes. Miss, there's a change in the old master. His complexion has become rosy.
Grandpa, are you feeling better? That's truly great. I truly owe you a huge favor.
It's nothing.
Taoist priest, this kid has some skill.
No matter. This humble mountain man has his own clever plan. The killing array set by this old man. How is it possible to be broken so simply?
Grandpa,
Miss,
Grandpa,
old master. The old master is done.
how could this happen?
That's not right. It was clearly already broken, the 9 revolving dragon trapping array.
He was the one who tampered with it. He's the murderer. Arrest him. Yubing. Yubing, don't you understand yet? It was him who changed the feng shui layout of the house. That's why the old master vomited blood. What else do you have to say? Speak. Who sent you? Why did you harm the old master?
Why? Your purpose in doing this? What exactly is it?
No, Miss Shi. Please listen to me. There's definitely something wrong here.
Kid, your skill is still too shallow.
You're the one behind this.
I know. It's too late. Be smarter in your next life. Get a good reincarnation.
Arrest him. Hand him over to the Heavenly Punishment Division for trial. What are you doing? Are you weak?
Young Master Zhou, I don't know what's going on. This kid's strength is too great.
What do you mean to great? You can't even handle him? You're useless.
I understand now.
What do you understand?
You did it all. You're really ruthless. You even set up a 2-layered trap. On the surface, it looks like the 9 revolving dragon trapping array. But in reality, it's the 10 directions annihilation. What was broken was the entire Shi family's feng shui. From now on, the descendants of the Shi family will all have short lives because of this. By doing this, aren't you afraid of losing merit? And having no descendants?
Let's not worry about whether it's true or false for now. Even if it's true, what then? If you really have the ability, then let heaven take me.
Heaven won't take you. I will.
Good.
Mu Yannian of Longhu Mountain has a crooked heart. Created the 10 directions annihilation array. Ruined the Shi family's feng shui. Damaged his merit. Is unforgivable. Is now recorded in the cycle of reincarnation book. Reported to the heavens. As a warning to others. Your sins. I have already reported to the heavens. The heavenly tribulation will descend soon. You should watch out for yourself.
Are you doing magic tricks here? Read too many novels? I don't know if there's a heavenly tribulation. But you will soon be unable to escape disaster.
You got some broken little book. You're pretending to be a ghost. Who are you trying to scare? I'm a disciple of the Longhu Mountain Heavenly Master's residence. Besides the 3 patriarchs, who can take me?
Taoist Mu. Stop talking nonsense with him. Kill him.
This is strange. Just now the weather was clearly fine. How did it change so suddenly? Could it be that the heavenly tribulation is really coming?
This is
Chen Yuan.
the aura of the cycle of reincarnation book. Could it be that legendary king has finally appeared? No. I must get there before everyone else and find him.
What exactly is going on?
Last time, he also used this pen, which made that old lady terrified and uneasy. Could it be that he really has the ability to reach the ears of heaven? Impossible. He's just a worker on the construction site who carries cement. I've been married to him for so many years. I know his background better than anyone. How could he have any heaven-reaching ability? And what heavenly tribulation? I think this is just a coincidence.
Brother Chuan, this useless piece of trash. If he really had ability, then how could his wife be played with by me?
You're so annoying. Jiang Heoshan, stop pretending to be a ghost here. Others might not know, but I know perfectly well. You're just a lowly migrant worker. What the hell do you know about feng shui?
I don't understand feng shui. You all do.
We don't understand. Taoist Mu understands.
That's right, Brother Chuan. In a moment, your lies will be exposed. 10 of your lives won't be enough to compensate.
Jiang Heoshan, do you know what kind of person the God of War is? If I were you, I'd immediately kneel down and apologize to young Master Zhou. Maybe if young Master Zhou is happy, he'll just let you go like a fart.
Kid, where's the heavenly tribulation? I don't see it. A few drops of rain and it's a heavenly tribulation. Then I'll take a few more looks. Weather forecast? Then I'm the god of thunder and mother of lightning.
Young Master Zhou, this kid is just a swindler of the martial world. You want him to summon wind and rain? Isn't that asking too much?
Death is imminent, yet you're unaware.
You
Admit it. You are just a clown seeking attention. Get lost quickly. Don't delay Taoist Master Mu and me from saving someone.
This is the Shi family's place, not your Zhou family's. What right do you have to tell me to leave? She's the one who calls the shots here.
Yubing, do you believe this swindler? Or do you believe me? You choose. But don't forget, your grandfather's life can't wait any longer.
Miss Shi, your grandfather only has one breath left. You need to think clearly.
I was wrong to trust you. You should leave.
Did you hear that? Telling you to get lost. If I were you, I'd find a crack in the ground and crawl into it.
Miss Shi, old master only has at most 2 hours of lifespan left. Only I here can cure him. Are you sure you want me to leave?
Are you a sack? So good at pretending. With Taoist Mu here, what difficult illness can't be cured? Exactly. Taoist Master Mu has boundless abilities. If he makes a move, old Master Shi will definitely be saved. If you ask me, this kid has ill intentions. Still trying to fish in troubled waters. Deceiving others.
What a joke. Once this 10 directions annihilation opens, with his meager cultivation, he absolutely cannot stop it. Not only the Shi family here, everyone will be implicated. By then, plagued by bad luck, doomed forever.
And you still dare to spread heresy here.
What's going on? Why is it thundering again? Could it be? There really is some 10 directions annihilation formation?
It's just thunder. What's there to be afraid of? Say one more word. All of you get out.
Exactly. With this heavenly master here, what are you panicking about? Dare to spread heresy again. I'll deal with you. Immortal master, please calm your anger. It's all him. It's all him. I was wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong.
Grandpa. 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 What's wrong, Grandpa?
Yubing, the old master is about to pass away. As long as you immediately agree to marry me, Taoist Master Mu will definitely not stand by and do nothing.
Only the time it takes for one incense stick to burn is left. Old man, she will lose his life. By then, you will be the sinner.
I'll marry.
Good. Marry me. Be my Shou Bai Chuan's woman. Is the most sensible choice of your entire life. Let's go. Let's hold the ceremony.
Wait a moment.
Kid, I've tolerated you for a long time. Do you know? Don't force me, on this joyous day, to finish you off.
With my cousin's ability to finish you off, he won't even need a finger. The reason you're alive now is entirely thanks to my cousin's great mercy. Kneel down immediately now and apologize to young Master Zhou.
Bullshit. The reason I'm alive now is entirely due to my own capability. What does it have to do with him? And you? What's the rush? Miss Shi already said she agrees to marry you. Why don't you save the person first? It won't be too late to get married after that. Otherwise, an empty promise. Who can't make one?
That makes sense. Old Master Shi of the Shi family is clearly about to die. This is a matter of life and death. Saving a life is still more important. Let's save the person first.
Dare to say one more word, and I'll tear your mouth apart.
With Taoist Mu, such a master here. Will young Master Zhou still go back on his word?
What kind of person is my brother Chuan? Not like you. Shameless.
So, in the eyes of the dignified son of the war god, a living human life is not as important as a wedding.
I also agree to save the old master first. The wedding can be held anytime, but there is only one life.
Young Master Zhou, I beg you to save my grandpa first. I promise if my grandpa gets better, I will definitely marry you, okay?
Okay. Taoist Mu. It's up to you.
You all withdraw.
Could it be that there really is a so-called heavenly tribulation?
Coincidence. It must be a coincidence. How could there be any heavenly tribulation? Clearly you failed to frame him and then harmed Taoist Master Mu to death.
Didn't you all say it? I was useless. How could I have that ability?
I will now notify the Law Enforcement Division to apprehend you and bring you to justice.
Total lockdown. Not even a fly can fly out. Director Who of the Law Enforcement Division is here.
Hu Jianfei.
This Director Who is the God of War's first disciple. So young yet already a War King level expert, holding sway over life and death. Below one person, above 10,000 people, such a prominent figure, actually descended upon Jiangkang. What happened today is extraordinary. I heard you're pretending to be a god and ghost, saying that a heavenly tribulation is imminent. I'd like to see who in Jiangkang dares to be so presumptuous.
Brother Who? It's this kid, spreading rumors to mislead the public, saying some heavenly tribulation is imminent. Scared me.
Heavenly tribulation. Ridiculous. In Jiangkang, I am heaven. If I get angry, that is when the true heavenly tribulation is imminent.
Yes, Brother Who. Jiangking is your territory. I think this kid is deliberately opposing you.
Kid, I'll give you two choices. 1. Confess your guilt voluntarily, and I might consider letting you die a bit more decently. 2. You can continue to be stubborn. I will take every bone in your body and shatter them all, making you unable to live or die.
Director Who, you've misunderstood. Zhang Haoshen, he saved my grandpa. He's not a bad person.
That was clearly Taoist Mu's. This kid just stumbled upon it by chance. So many people here can all testify, right?
Yes.
Yes.
You all saw it just now. It was Zhang Haoshen who broke the 10 Directions Annihilation Formation and killed my grandpa. Isn't that right? How can you be like this?
The matter is already very clear. This person is pretending to be a god and ghost, claiming credit for heaven's work. Seeing that things weren't going his way, he harmed Taoist Mu. On behalf of the Jiangkang Law Enforcement Division, sentence him to death.
What are you doing?
Miss, they're all war generals of the Law Enforcement Division. We can't stop them.
The dignified director of the Law Enforcement Division, the war god's foremost disciple, is nothing but an accomplice to evil. Scum who aids tyrants in their wickedness.
You truly won't shed tears until you see the coffin. My brother Who is a war king. Crushing you to death is as simple as crushing an ant. Understand?
Very powerful, I said. Even if the war god himself were to arrive, he would have to bow before me.
All of you, come back. Very good. You have successfully provoked my anger. I will personally take action to let you know what a living hell is.
Grandpa, what should we do? Haoshen just saved you. We can't let him die here.
Don't worry. Leave it to Grandpa. Director Who, this young man, saved this old man's life, although it's somewhat arrogant. It's not a crime punishable by death. I hope, Director Who, for the sake of this old man's meager reputation, just punish me a little, and it will be enough. Absolutely do not take his life.
Old Master Shi actually came forward to plead for him. The Shi family in Jiangkang is considered a prominent family no matter what. Old Master Shi is also highly respected. If he steps forward, maybe this kid can still live.
Grandpa. Grandpa. Grandpa.
Talking about face with me? Are you even worthy? This kid is dead for sure today. Even if the King of Heaven came, it would be useless. I said so. Why is it thundering again? Is someone going to die again? Look at how cowardly you are. With Director Who here. A few mere lightning bolts are not worth mentioning. That's true. This Director Who is the heaven of our Jiangkang. Even if there's a heavenly tribulation, it's because he's angry, right? See? If I want you to die at the 3rd watch, who dares keep you until the 5th watch?
Grandpa.
Yubing, old master has just recovered from a serious illness. First help him go rest.
Zhao did. Accompany Grandpa back.
Yes, miss.
A mere mortal dares to claim divine destiny? I'll give you a piece of advice. Your fate is too shallow. You cannot bear such great karma.
Brother Who, I really can't stand it anymore. Hurry up and kill him. Don't delay me marrying my wife.
I think you're facing death and have completely gone mad, starting to talk nonsense.
No. If this continues, he will surely die. Stop talking nonsense, please. Young Master Zhou, I beg you, will you let Hoshin go?
You want me to plead for him? Okay. You marry me. As long as this kid kneels and kowtows to apologize, I might consider it.
This bow of mine has thousands of years of foundation. You cannot bear it.
Really good at bragging. Thousands of years of foundation. My foot, this punch of mine, has 20 years of skill. Can you block it?
Good. If you can shake me, make me retreat half a step, I can forgive your arrogance and not hold your rudeness against you.
Good. Then I'll send you on your way. Who are you? How dare you block me?
Celestial Master's Mansion of Longhu Mountain. Chen Yuan.
Immortal Master Chen Yuan.
It's actually someone from the Celestial Master's Mansion. The Celestial Master's Mansion is a cultivation holy land that transcends the mundane world. It once produced many land immortals. It's just that they never interfere in worldly affairs. How come this time they suddenly came to Jiangkang? I know. It must be because of Taoist Mu's matter. He was from Longhu Mountain, and now he died here. This Celestial Master's Mansion must have come down the mountain to demand an explanation. So it's an immortal master from Longhu Mountain. My apologies, my apologies. Immortal master, having arrived here, what is your purpose? I'm the head of the law enforcement division of Jiangkang, Hu Jianfeng. In this place, there is nothing I cannot handle.
Your name is Zheng Haiyoshan. The heavenly tribulation just now was caused by you.
I don't eat cilantro.
Do you eat cilantro? What does that have to do with the question I asked?
Exactly. Then what does it have to do with you? Whether I caused it just now?
What are you, to dare speak to the Immortal Master like that? Immortal Master, everyone present can testify. It was him who killed Taoist Mu.
That's right. He is the murderer. Please, Immortal Master, enforce justice on behalf of heaven, and severely punish this evildoer.
Immortal Master, there's a misunderstanding. It was Taoist Mu who first harmed our Zai family.
Could this be the legendary Immortal King's brush? Zhang Haiyoshan, you have offended Longhu Mountain. You are dead for sure. Go to hell. Chen Yuan of the Celestial Master's Mansion greets the Immortal King.
What? He is the Immortal King.
What is an Immortal King? Are they very powerful?
An Immortal King is naturally supreme. The Immortal Master greets Zhang Haiyoshan. Could it be? Zhang Haiyoshan is the Immortal King.
Impossible. How could he be the Supreme Immortal King? The immortal king is the king of the immortal realm. 3,000 years ago, to save the mortal realm, he fought a great battle with his inner demon, so he fell into reincarnation. Moreover, the celestial master's mansion of Longhu Mountain, the Shushan immortal sword sect, and the Penglai 70 Grotto heavens are all orthodoxies left behind by the immortal king. 3 million gods across the heavens must all lower their brows when seeing the king. This is the majesty of the immortal king. But this trash, look at his pathetic appearance. Where is there even a hint of the immortal king's imposing figure? Immortal master, are you mistaken?
Are you questioning my judgment?
No, I wouldn't dare. It's just, isn't there some misunderstanding? After all, the immortal king has not appeared in the world for 1,000 years.
I say he is. He is. The hard demon tribulation is approaching. The 3 ancestral masters will come out of seclusion soon and hold the immortal seeking assembly. Kan Yuan earnestly requests the immortal king to return to the celestial master's mansion to preside over the overall situation.
So that's how it is. Longhu Mountain is also part of my legacy. It can be considered my karma. Since that's the case, I'll go with you. By the way, when I return this time, I will marry you. You must keep your promise.
What are you talking about?
If you don't agree, I'll just stay at your Shi family's place.
Stop. Our agreement has not been completed yet, and you're just leaving like this?
What do you mean?
Nothing. Since he is the immortal king, he can definitely withstand one punch from me.
Who do you think you are? And you think you're fit to be the immortal king's opponent?
Miss Chen, it's not that we brothers don't believe you. It's just that we want to broaden our horizons and gain some experience. By the way, your celestial master's mansion is aloof from the world, but don't forget, our war god hall also has land immortals presiding. He dares to disrespect the war god with just a few words. You want to take him away? Your celestial master's mansion is a bit too overbearing, isn't it? Your celestial master's mansion is too overbearing. Are we not human? The war god is our guardian deity of the 9 provinces. He has achieved unparalleled military feats. He disrespects the war god. We will absolutely not spare him. If you don't give an explanation today, you're not allowed to leave. That's right, you can't leave.
Are you trying to start a war with the celestial master's mansion?
Isn't it just taking a punch? Bring it on.
Don't listen to them. They are provoking you.
Are you worried about me? Then let's make a bet. If I survive, you'll call me husband in advance.
At a time like this, and you're still talking about this. He is in the walking realm. He can really kill people.
If I don't even have this much courage, then what right do I have to marry you? Bring it on.
Brat, have you thought it through? If I throw this punch, you might lose your life. Do you have any last words?
Less nonsense. Make your move.
All right. Then I'll send you on your way.
Afraid? Carrying a dead mouse at your waist, pretending to be a hunter. In the end, you still don't dare to touch Brother Who, right? Now, immediately kowtow and apologize. Brother Who might still let you off, right?
Brother Who is indeed formidable. You immediately kowtow and admit your guilt now. And we'll let you leave.
You ask him, if I kneel to him, would he dare accept it?
Ridiculous. As long as Brother Who truly wants to, he can finish you off with just one finger. Right, Brother Who? Brother Who, your complexion isn't good. Do you need to go to the toilet?
Director Who is indeed magnanimous. Offended. Taking my leave.
Who let? Brother Who? Why let them go?
I'm fine. We underestimated that kid. He really has some skills. What? Director Who of the Battle King realm was actually defeated by that kid.
But Zhang Haiyoshin clearly is just a unless one. How could he have such great ability?
Are you capable or not? You're just admitting defeat like this? Then the face of the War God Hall. Where do we put it?
The Immortal Seeking Assembly is about to be held. Go to the Celestial Master's Manor immediately. Find the Holy Sun Chu Wuzong. If he knew someone wants to contend with him for the position of Immortal King Reincarnation, he will definitely take action. Erase that trash one. At that time, Miss Shi, won't she be yours for the taking?
What a good move, killing with a borrowed knife. Brother Who? You're still the one with the plan. You go with me. We can't do without you.
No. Go by yourself this time. I need to recover from my injuries. Rest a bit.
Okay then. You stay here. Rest well for today's. I'll leave first.
We'll go over too. Cousin. Wait for me. I really don't want to anymore. Encounter that monster.
I heard you. rejected young Master Zhou's marriage proposal. Such a big matter. How dare you not discuss it with me?
Mommy. Haoshan cured grandpa's illness.
Mother she.
I don't need to. Marry Zhou Beichuan.
You're foolish. Young Master Zhou is the son of War God Zhou. If you marry him, you'll be worry-free for the rest of your life. Our Shi family can also follow suit, rise steadily in status. What is that poor loser?
I forbid you from talking about him like that. He has shown kindness to our family.
Okay. Your wings have hardened. A grown daughter cannot be kept at home. How could I have given birth to such an unfilial daughter?
Mommy, what's wrong?
I don't care. If you still recognize me as your mother, then go to Longhu Mountain with young Master Zhou. The Immortal Seeking Assembly is being held there. If you have a chance to find an immortal destiny, our Shi family this lifetime won't have to worry anymore.
Okay, I'll listen to you and go, okay?
Immortal Master Li, I'm the foremost talent of Great Xia, the son of the war god of Great Xia.
Li Yuzhen.
A friend of Holy Sun Chu, please take care of me today.
Since you are a friend of Holy Sun Chu, then you are a friend of mine, Li Yuzhen. Don't worry. As long as I am here, absolutely won't let that bunch of trash Chen Yuan take half a step in here.
Then, many thanks, Immortal Master Li. Auntie, it's already settled. In a moment, we will be able to see the three grand ancestors.
Young Master Zhou, as expected, you are still the most capable. Can actually build a connection with the relationship between Saint Sun Chu and Immortal Master Lai.
While Saint Sun Chu's status is high, but I'm not inferior, naturally can also connect with them.
Of course. You're the War God's son, representing the War God Hall. Even the Celestial Master's mansion also has to show respect.
Mommy, now Haoshan is also a honored guest of the Celestial Master's mansion. Even without young Master Zhou, we could also enter the mountain to pay respects.
Shut up. What do you know? He's just a stinky bricklayer. How could he be that? High and mighty immortal king. Chen Yuan must have made a mistake.
Exactly. Once the three land immortals come out of seclusion, the lie will collapse on its own. At that time, he will become the laughingstock of the entire world.
As long as we see the three grand ancestors and gain their recognition, we will be able to obtain the support of all immortal sects to fight against the inner demons together.
All right, then I will accompany you to meet the ancestors of Mount Longhu.
Senior sister.
Chonghao.
Senior sister, you've come at the right time. You must stand up for me.
It's him. He came after all.
Li Yuzhen, that stinky woman, she won't let me participate in the Immortal Seeking Gathering.
Liu Zhen, why won't you let use people of Daozhen participate in the Immortal Seeking Gathering? I was wondering where this trash came from. So it's someone from Daozhen.
Immortal Master Li is indeed the outstanding figure of the Daoshu lineage, beautiful, and has strength.
She and Chen Yuan are competing for the position of Saintess for a long time, and have always had conflicts. Today, there's a good show to watch.
Li Yuzhen, give me a reasonable explanation. Just because I am the last disciple of Grand Ancestor Shengqing. Are you satisfied with this reason? What? That's right. During the time you left the Celestial Master's mansion, this period, I have already become a disciple of Grand Ancestor Shengqing. If you want to participate in the Immortal Seeking Gathering, it's very simple. Only by comprehending the Immortal King's wordless heavenly stele can you step onto the heavenly steps and catch a glimpse of the three old ancestors' demeanor. Li Yuzhen, you're too overbearing. According to what you say, then won't everyone, even the ancestors' faces, be unable to see? So what? The Ancestor Master predicted. The Great Tribulation is approaching, and the inner demon is also about to reappear. If it were to infiltrate the mountain gate, I fear it would cause great disaster. I was merely thinking for the Celestial Master's residence. Or are you saying that your Daozhen lineage are all so useless piece of trash that you can't even comprehend a single word? If that's the case, I think you should just stop cultivating, disband on the spot, and go home to plant sweet potatoes. Li Yuzhen, you're going too far. You want to compete? Fine. If you lose, you have to admit that I, Li Yuzhen, am the Longhu Mountains #1 Sengsus.
All right. Leave it to me. It's just a wordless stele inscription. Even our Daozhen clan's most unremarkable junior disciple can decipher it. You go.
Zhang Heotian, stop messing around. I already tried just now. This wordless heavenly stele was left by an immortal king. Inside, it records immortal laws. Back then, our grandmaster was inside it when he comprehended the inheritance, which is why he founded Longhu Mountain. How could a small fry like me possibly comprehend anything from it?
It's fine. That's just a broken stele. Perhaps I, when I was in the immortal realm, casually threw it down. I didn't expect someone would actually treat it as a treasure. How laughable.
How dare you? How can you possibly question this sex sacred object? Want to find death? I can send you on your way. Immortal King, step back. This is between me and her. A personal grudge.
With me here. There are no personal grudges. Go.
Senior sister, this is the Dunjia Heavenly Book.
Jung Hoshin has been recognized as a master by the Heavenly Book. That means he is the one destined by fate to be the Immortal King's reincarnation. Now, let's see who dares to be unconvinced.
I'm unconvinced. He got the Dunjia Heavenly Book, but that doesn't prove he is the reincarnation of the Immortal King. Back then, Celestial Master Zhang also comprehended the Dunjia Heavenly Book, only then established the Celestial Master's Mansion. Does that mean Celestial Master Zhang is also an Immortal King?
Chu Wuzhong, don't push your luck. Anyway, we have already received the Heavenly Steely's recognition and can enter the Immortal Seeking Assembly to meet the 3 patriarchs. Immortal King, let's go.
Wait a moment.
Immortal King.
In this current situation, if I just leave, I'm afraid I'll be scorned and looked down upon for the rest of my life.
Immortal King, you couldn't be planning to comprehend it on the spot, could you?
The Dunjia Heavenly Book is the ultimate secret manual, and its cultivation difficulty is also the highest. You actually dare to comprehend it on the spot. You are too shameless.
Zhang Heoshin, you are too arrogant. Do you really think you are the Immortal King who reigns supreme through the ages?
Whether I am or not, you will know soon enough.
Immortal King, the aura from his body, is constantly growing stronger. Could it be that he really is an Immortal King?
Impossible. A king cannot be insulted if he really is an Immortal King. Given our disrespect towards him just now, the 4 Heavenly Lords would have already annihilated us.
That's enough. That shows the Immortal King's magnanimity, not bothering with your mortal arrogance.
Whether he is an Immortal King or not, you don't get to decide. Only the 3 patriarchs can make the final judgment. When the 3 patriarchs emerge from seclusion, his lie will expose itself.
Now that I have already comprehended the Dunjia Heavenly Book, what can you do to me?
What Dunjia Heavenly Book? Let me tell you, you've all been deceived. He's nothing more than a trickster who performs magic. If you were truly capable, how could I throw myself into young Master Sun's embrace?
That's right. If you were an Immortal King, then wouldn't I have cuckolded an Immortal King? Just thinking about it is exciting.
You're so annoying, young Master Sun. He's just a stinking bricklayer. How could he possibly be that? Supreme and peerless Immortal King? You dare to disrespect the Immortal King?
A vulgar woman like you, leaving Hoshin, was the biggest mistake you ever made because you lost an opportunity to seek powerful connections and gain glory and wealth.
You dare curse me? What are you doing?
She's the woman young Master Zhou fancies. You hit her? How am I going to explain this to young Master Zhou?
This is the man you fancy? Truly remarkable. Hoshin, leaving this kind of person was a very wise choice.
Of course. After things here are settled, you should fulfill your promise, right?
When will this be? You're still talking about this.
I also need to consider my future. Life's major event.
Zhu Huazong. We are all now in the same boat. Today, this Zhang Heoshin must die. I'm telling you, if we get rid of Zhang Heoshin today, our War God Hall will fully support you to become the next sect leader of the Celestial Master's Mansion.
Zhang Heoshin comprehended the Dunjia Heavenly Book, is undoubtedly the reincarnation of the Immortal King. Hurry and kneel in worship.
Greetings, Immortal King.
Kneel for what? No kneeling.
Come. Get up.
If you are truly the Immortal King, do you dare to fight me?
Chu Wuzhong, are you crazy? You dare challenge the Immortal King? Aren't you afraid of divine punishment from the heavens?
There can only be one reincarnation of the immortal king, and that is I, Dao Zu and Holy Sun Chu Wuzong. If he can't even defeat me, what right does he have to call himself the immortal king's reincarnation?
Zhang Heoshan, since you are truly the immortal king's reincarnation, then you must be very powerful, right?
If you don't dare to fight, then you are just a fraud who seeks fame and reputation. Stop pretending. Zhang Heoshan. If you want to prove you are the immortal king, it's simple. Fight me. If you win, I will admit you are the reincarnation of the immortal king.
Heoshan just awakened not long ago. Chu Wuzhang has cultivated for many years, reaching the consummate stage, except for the 3 great patriarchs. I'm afraid no one can stop him.
You are not yet qualified to challenge me.
Tired of living, are you?
The 3 great patriarchs have ordered. Summon Zhang Heoshan, Chu Wuzhang, to enter the Celestial Master's mansion.
The 3 great patriarchs have emerged from seclusion.
That's right. The 3 great ancestors have already emerged from seclusion. They want to personally discern who is the true reincarnation of the immortal king.
All right. Then I'll go with you, and also see what these 3 great patriarchs are capable of.
The Celestial Master's mansion is an important sect area. Unauthorized personnel are not allowed to enter.
Heoshan.
It's okay. After I return, I will marry you.
I'll wait for you.
Okay.
Zhang Heoshan. Seeing the 3 ancestors, why haven't you knelt and paid respects?
I'm the immortal king. How can I kneel to juniors of later generations?
Impudence. Currently, the 3 ancestors have not yet recognized you. How dare you claim to be the immortal king's reincarnation?
Zhang Heoshan holds an immortal artifact and comprehended the Dunjia heavenly book, looking at the entire world. Who else can do this? Besides him, who else is worthy of the title Immortal King?
Is he the immortal king? What you say doesn't count. Only what the 3 old ancestors say counts.
No need for formalities.
Tianqing ancestor.
Zhang Heoshan, Chu Wuzhang, you 2, step forward. This is the Celestial Master's residence, the divine statue of Celestial Master Zhang, the founder. If you can gain his recognition, then you are the reincarnation of an immortal king.
Okay, this disciple will go first.
It's been 3,000 years. Finally someone has pulled out the immortal slaying sword. Celestial Master's mansion. Tai King. Greetings, immortal king.
Greetings, Immortal King.
Greetings, immortal king. Impossible. This is impossible. You are the immortal king. Then what am I? What am I? What am I?
Seeing the king but not bowing. Utterly treasonous. This might of the immortal king, just a simple finger, can repel a land immortal. Immortal king, this child is utterly treasonous. He has repeatedly defied you. Why do you still keep him?
Forget it. He's a bit foolish, but more or less, he still has some talent. This king cherishes talent. I will spare your life.
Zhang Heoshan, what makes you think I will yield to you?
So unyielding? Then kill him. You do it.
Wait. Lord Immortal King, this humble one also wishes to serve Lord Immortal King and offer a little humble service. Lord Immortal King, will you accept this humble one as your follower? I'll count out a Lord Immortal King first.
When it comes to shamelessness, it has to be you. All right, the matter here is settled. I also need to go down the mountain to marry a wife.
Zhang Heoshan, this is bad. Miss has been captured by Zhou Baichuan.
What?
Zhou Baichuan, what do you want to do?
I'm telling you, Zhang Heoshan is not an immortal king at all. He's probably already dead on Mount Longhu. I'll ask you again, marry or not marry?
I'm telling you, even if I were, I still won't marry.
Fine. Bring them in.
Mommy.
Then I'll kill your mother first.
No, no.
Daughter, I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Don't hurt my mother. I'll marry.
I can't hear you.
I'll marry.
May I ask the groom if you are willing to take the bride as your wife?
I do.
Good.
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 May I ask the bride if you are willing to marry the groom?
Haoshan. Will you come?
Looking at the bride's expression, she doesn't seem very willing.
Exactly. That Zhou Baichuan is a notorious profligate. If she had any choice, who would be willing to marry him?
Pity the Shi family's heaven's favored daughter, who is about to be ruined like this.
Are you doing this to me again? Don't force me to. Slap you on the happiest day. Quickly say you are willing. Otherwise, your Shi family can just wait to die.
May I ask if the bride is willing to marry the groom?
She is not willing. I'll speak for her.
Sit down.
Haoshan, you're here.
This kid actually didn't die on Longhu Mountain.
That's not right. It's dangerous here.
Did you hear me? Hurry and leave. This is none of your business.
You think you can come and go as you please? What do you think this place is? Kid, today I'm going to break your legs and hang you outside the hotel for everyone to see. The fate of offending me, Zhou Baichuan.
Young Master Zhou, I am willing to marry you. He doesn't understand anything. Can't you just let him leave? Zhang Haoshan, hurry and leave. Hurry.
You want to leave? All right. Then make him kneel down, kowtow and apologize to me, and call me grandfather once more. As for what happened before, I can let bygones be bygones.
Make me kowtow and apologize to you. You must be asking for trouble.
Why don't you take a look at yourself? Right now, you are a rat crossing the street that everyone wants to beat. You still have the nerve to spout nonsense here? Let me tell you, young Master Zhou is giving you a chance to live. Don't be ungrateful. If you want to court death, go court death outside. Don't hinder my Yubing from rising to prominence.
I'm very curious. In your eyes, what exactly counts as rising to prominence?
The congratulatory gift from the Celestial Master's mansion has arrived.
Did I see that right? That's 1,000-year Emperor Ginseng.
And a 10,000-year eye silkworm, blood Bodhi, yin-yang peachwood sword. These.
Each item is priceless. As expected of the Celestial Master's mansion, their generosity is immense. See that? This is power. This is what you call rising to prominence. You know, young Master Zhou is marrying our Yibing, and the Celestial Master's mansion sent so many lavish gifts. Each one of these is enough to buy dozens of your dog lives. Now look at yourself. From head to toe, you can't even scrape together 10,000 yuan. With your circumstances, how can you compare to young Master Zhou?
Mommy, why are you talking about Haoshan like that?
How dare you assert that this gift is from the Celestial Master's mansion to the Zhou family?
Is there even a need to ask? Young Master Zhou is getting married, and he sent an invitation to the Celestial Master's mansion. Relationship with Saint Sun Chu. Giving young Master Zhou's this gift. It's not for young Master Zhou? Could it be for you?
That's right. I had the Celestial Master's mansion send this gift, the betrothal gift for Yubing.
Did I hear that right? He said this gift was sent to him by the Celestial Master's mansion?
Who does he think he is? The Celestial Master's mansion. Why would they give him such importance? I think he's just bragging.
Someone like you deserves to have the Celestial Master's mansion send you a gift that you can even leave the mountain alive now is already incredibly lucky. And you still have the nerve to be here, pretending to be important?
If I were you, I'd find a secluded mountain spot and just barely survive. Yet you actually dared to come here. Really think your life is too long?
Exactly. If you could get something this good, I'd even carry your shoes for you. Too bad. You don't have that ability. You're just a piece of trash despised by everyone.
The faces of you few people are really hideous. I'm really looking forward to seeing your, after you learn the truth, expressions of regret.
Whether we regret it or not, I don't know. But if you don't leave now, I'm afraid you'll never be able to leave this door.
You should leave. I've agreed to marry young Master Zhou. Don't you ever disturb my life again.
Did I tell him to leave?
I never planned on leaving.
Kid, you really like to act tough, huh? Fine. I'll let you act tough to your heart's content. Let me tell you, Saint Sun Chu will be here soon. If you have the guts, just stay here.
All right.
Holy Sun Chu. Holy Sun Chu. You're finally here. This trash, flaunting power here, completely disregards the Heavenly Master sect. We couldn't stand it anymore. Do you know who he is? Being so insolent here, isn't he just the reincarnation of an inner demon? Nonsense. He is a celestial being.
The inner demon is right beside us, this time descending the mountain. The enemy is hidden while we are exposed. Our identities must not be revealed. You must remember this.
Your subordinate obeys.
Your subordinate obeys. Even if he is the reincarnation of an inner demon, that is still a matter for our Heavenly Master sect. It's not your place to be ranting and raving here.
Holy Sun Chu.
As for why I came today, I came to tell you. This marriage, you'd better not go through with it.
Holy Sun Chu, is there some misunderstanding? Or did I offend you somewhere? You can tell me.
No, no.
Then why won't you let me get married?
No reason. Just because I represent the Heavenly Master sect.
The Heavenly Master sect won't let me get married?
What about you? If you're not convinced, let's spar today. If today your gift surpasses mine, then I'll have nothing to say today.
I'll spar with you.
The gift from the Heavenly Master sect. That is a sky-high price.
Although they are all cultivation sacred lands, but the War God Hall is ranked last, far inferior to the Heavenly Master sect.
With the Heavenly Master sect intervening. This marriage, I'm afraid it won't happen.
Auntie. This is what you call power. This is what you call rising to prominence.
Young Master Zhou, what does this mean?
Holy Sun, today is my wedding day. Give me some face.
Here with me, you have no face.
These words. Why does that sound so familiar?
Senior sister, my mistake. Don't mind these details.
Consider yourself sensible. Little sister Yubing, with the Heavenly Master sect backing you up, this marriage, if you don't want to go through with it, no one can force you.
Heavenly Master sect? What audacity.
Lin Chu.
Isn't this the Holy Son of the Longevity Pavilion? Lin Chu?
I didn't expect the Longevity Pavilion to come too. I represent the Longevity Pavilion for young Master Zhou's wedding and the War God's birthday to present a grand gift.
I'm not mistaken, am I? This is a 10,000-year blood Bodhi.
And pure young Jade, essence of true dragon, phoenix blood of destiny.
These, compared to the gifts from the Celestial Master's mansion, are even more luxurious.
As expected of, among the three great cultivation sacred lands, the most mysterious in ancient existence, the Celestial Master's mansion is really something. To actually dare to cause a scene at the wedding of the son of the War God, do you really think you're all powerful?
Come. What's the background of this Longevity Pavilion, being so high profile?
Lord Immortal King, you may not know, you have just awakened, and your memories haven't fully recovered yet. This Longevity Pavilion is inherited from the four great heavenly monarchs of the immortal realm. This Longevity Pavilion is also the most ancient inheritance in the human world. The Longevity Pavilion, among the cultivation of the three great sacred lands, has the deepest strength.
So it's the inheritance of those fertile grandsons. No wonder they're so arrogant.
As Lin Chu is the holy son of the Longevity Pavilion, his cultivation has long surpassed the realm of land immortals, and can already be compared to the four great old ancestors. We absolutely must not act rashly.
Why are you so cowardly? How can you be my follower? Be tougher.
The dignified Celestial Master's mansion, Holy Sun Dao Zuan, now has also become someone else's lackey? You don't know a thing. Some people want to be dogs, but can't even be one. My boss didn't deal with you, so you should secretly rejoice, and you're still barking here. Your sorry state is truly laughable. Since the Celestial Master's mansion has fallen to this extent, then it should be removed from the list of the three great sacred lands. In the future, the world, only the War God Hall and the Longevity Pavilion are worthy of being called cultivation sacred lands.
Lin Chu, you really helped me vent my anger.
The war god, that elder, dedicated himself wholeheartedly to the country and the people. I, as the saint child of the longevity pavilion, I should naturally look after him.
I despise Lin Shu. Associating with such scum is simply disgracing the reputation of the longevity pavilion.
The impotent rage of the incapable. This holy son doesn't care. If you're not convinced, let's settle it with a fight.
If you want to fight, let's fight. As if I'm afraid of you.
You to come at me together. I'm in a hurry. Bitch. Utterly intolerable. Let's finish him. Strange. Why did the Fantian seal stop? You have some skill. No wonder you dared to cause trouble at the war god's birthday banquet. I underestimated you.
You're wrong. Don't you understand yet? Someone with a wicked heart cannot wield immortal family divine artifacts.
I despise. Don't get smug too early. I underestimated you. This time, I won't give you any chance to turn the tables. I will now invite the heavenly monarch to manifest, to personally severely punish you, this arrogant scoundrel.
The Holy Son of Everlasting Life is amazing. He can actually invite the Heavenly Monarch?
The heavenly monarch is manifesting. This is truly an eye-opener.
Even if the four great heavenly monarchs arrive together, they must bow down to me in reverence. Because I am that supreme and peerless king of immortals.
Zhang Heoshen, you still dare to be here? Showing off and deceiving people?
That's right. Once the heavenly monarch manifests, you, this inner demon reincarnation, will have nowhere to hide. There's only one path left.
You now only have one way out, which is to kneel before Holy Sun Lin and beg him for great mercy. Perhaps he can spare your life.
You two are the ones with only one life.
Alright. Still dare to talk tough. At that time, I must see how exactly you die.
The ritual has begun. The heavenly monarch is about to manifest.
How did he disappear? Where did he go?
Where is he? He was just here a moment ago.
Where is he? How did he vanish?
Could it be that the heavenly monarch has manifested? Lin Chu, disciple of the Everlasting Life Pavilion, greets the four great heavenly monarchs.
You petitioned heaven to ask us to manifest. What is the matter?
Reporting to the heavenly monarchs, this disciple has discovered traces of the inner demon reincarnation. I specifically invited the four of you to descend, to eliminate the demon completely.
What? You actually discovered the inner demon reincarnation? The inner demon greatly endangers the three realms. If you can truly find him, that will be a great merit. If this matter is true, we will guarantee your ascension to immortality in broad daylight, ranking among the immortals.
This disciple thanks the heavenly monarchs.
Dispense with the formalities. Speak quickly. Where exactly is the inner demon?
Far away in the sky, yet close at hand. It's him. He spoke arrogantly, insulted the four heavenly monarchs, and even impersonated the reincarnation of the immortal king. This is simply a heinous crime, too numerous to record.
Your subordinate greets the immortal king.
You four. What great authority you wield. In the years I've been away, you've become more and more presumptuous. How about I let you sit in this immortal king's seat for a while?
Your subordinates dare not. Please, immortal king, forgive our offense.
He is the immortal king.
What? Don't I look like one?
Sing the king but not bowing. When will you do so?
Disciple Lin Chu, greetings, immortal king.
You only greet now. It's too late. Immortal king, this child is disrespectful to you. We shall immediately cast him into the animal realm reincarnation.
This disciple knows his mistake. Please forgive me, immortal king.
Enough. Don't scare a child like him. You are not a good person. Neither are you any good. In the years I've been away, you've made the mortal world a complete mess.
Your subordinate knows his mistake, willing to descend to the mortal realm to help the immortal king eradicate the inner demon.
No need. I have already found a trace of a clue. This immortal realm still needs you to hold the fort. All right. Don't disturb me, while I'm handling important matters.
Your subordinate respectfully sees off the immortal king.
It was my offense. Please forgive me.
The Holy Son of Everlasting Life Pavilion actually knelt down.
This is the Holy Son of Everlasting Life Pavilion. What is this kid's identity anyway? To actually make a land immortal kneel.
Lin Chu, are you out of your mind? Why are you kneeling to him?
I'm warning you once. Dare to be disrespectful to this person again, and I'll take your life.
You'll take my life? Who is he? That he's so important to you?
He is. No. Heavenly Lord instructed. The immortal king's identity is special. Cannot be casually revealed. Brother, I understand your feelings right now. I suggest you go out for a walk and relax your mood. Who he is isn't important. In short, it's wrong for you to force a marriage. This wedding today, I think, should be cancelled.
I will crush your head. I spent so much money supporting Everlasting Life Pavilion just for you to come here and make a fool of yourself. So-called connecting to the divine is nothing more than this.
Shut up.
Try touching me. I'm the war god's son. I'm telling you, if you dare touch me, War God Hall and Everlasting Life Pavilion will definitely clash. At that time, the world will be in turmoil and lives will be ruined. Can you take responsibility? Go to hell.
Demonic Chav, the inner demon. Before, I also had demonic Cha lingering on me. Only someone close to me could do this. Not many people can get close to me. Could it be? He is the reincarnation of the inner demon.
War God arrives.
Joe Wanley.
Could you be that legendary great figure?
You recognize me?
This old man, when comprehending the heavenly Tao, once glimpsed a trace of your true appearance. I didn't expect to meet you here. This is truly a blessing from 3 lifetimes, and this old man's fortune.
Old man, why are you so respectful? Towards an inner demon reincarnation?
That's right, old man. Please make a move and suppress him with your cultivation. Wouldn't that be a piece of cake? Shut up. Dare to say one more word, and I'll cripple you.
What is it? Ask away.
Reporting to Immortal King, this subordinate has investigated the inner demon for many years, and has already gathered the inner demon's whereabouts. It is within this hotel. It's just not yet confirmed who it is currently residing in.
Do you have a suspected candidate?
This matter is difficult to speak of. Originally, family shame should not be aired publicly, but this concerns the common people of the world. I cannot be partial. I suspect the inner demon reincarnation is precisely my son, Zhou Baichuan.
This.
Dad! No way! How could I be the inner demon?
There is indeed this possibility. Then what are you going to do? Sacrifice family for righteousness?
This subordinate dares to ask the Immortal King to borrow the immortal slaying sword for a use.
What do you plan to do?
The immortal slaying sword can slay the inner demon. If a child is not taught, it is the father's fault. I want to personally resolve the scourge.
Good. I respect your resolve. Then let's proceed as you say.
1,000 years. The immortal slaying sword has finally fallen into my hands. So you are the inner demon. Now, with the immortal slaying sword in my hand, all of you, even combined, cannot defeat me. Die.
You, with a demonic body, are using an immortal artifact. Aren't you afraid of being backlashed?
Kid, have you understood the situation? Now my dad is the most powerful.
This is simple. Just use human blood to open the blade.
You're crazy. He's your son.
For my grand eternal undertaking, what are 1 or 2 sons? Even if I have to sacrifice my descendants today, I must execute immortals.
You have fallen too deep into devilry. Could it be that after several cycles of reincarnation, you have now reached the realm of a war god? Above 10,000 people is still not enough.
Satisfied? How is that possible? A mortal war god, no matter how powerful, is still just a human. What I desire is the heavens and the earth, where I alone am supreme. Surrender your life. How is that possible? But clearly your cultivation has not yet recovered.
10 cycles of reincarnation and 1,000 years of bitter cultivation was all for this day. Behind me, there are not only immortals and gods, but millions upon millions of living souls.
What kind of sword is this? How is that possible? Even more powerful than the immortal executing sword.
This is a sword of the human realm. It slays both humans and gods. It executes immortals and eradicates demons.
I'm not reconciled.
Henceforth, between heaven and earth, there will be no more inner demons.